to be honest with you, I had a lot of bad business in CHH.
I believe.
I was burned more in CHH in 1 year than 10 years of secular.
Wow. It's tough because you think like, yo, we're all Christians, we're all saved, like we should be doing this, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, for the glory of God.
Yeah.
Not everybody moves like that. So the way that I was raised, bro, I don't judge anybody. Like I
Mm,
don't have like from hearing something about somebody, I don't make my decision based off of what I heard.
right.
I actually have to know that person by that person. You know what I'm saying? I test the fruit by the fruit.
It's like you said though, like, I don't do
Yeah.
that either. I don't judge anybody because on the flip side, there's people that people advocate for heavily that I've met and tried to work with or have worked with, and I'm like, "Eh." Let me reset because this is how I usually start off,
Okay, let's do it.
by giving you your flowers, bro.
Right.
So I came really into CHH, at the end of 23, really at the beginning of 24 though. Like
Wow.
that's
Okay.
when I first really embraced CHH as a whole, like my whole testimony. We could be here for hours talking about that, but I knew of Lecrae.
Right.
I knew of KB even though I really hadn't listened to him yet besides on like probably some Lecrae features.
Yeah.
Um, but I didn't know anything in CHH. So I rededicated my life to Christ at the end of 23. Um, and then when I came into CHH, it was like a whole new world. So I'm going through catalogs, I'm listening to artists, I'm going back from like 10 years prior. And I remember coming across obviously KB. And then there was a dude named Mike Teezy, and I kept seeing him, bro. Like, I don't know what song I heard first. I don't even think it was
Yeah.
yours. I think it was a feature.
Yeah.
I think one of them was on Marcus Rogers' album. I
Okay.
think,
Yeah.
obviously King Jesus,
Yeah.
uh 'cause I listened to that song over and over.
Wow.
And then obviously diving into your catalog, just hearing the different sounds, bro.
Yeah.
The Greenhouse project, that that project right there, bro, I listened to that on
Yeah.
repeat over and
Wow.
over.
Wow.
Do Re Mi, my kids will sing
Yeah.
that at the top of their lungs, bro.
That's
Um
fire. Yeah.
but and then your versatility,
Yeah.
man, I don't wanna leave nothing out, bro. I was like, "I know I gotta work with him, I gotta connect with him
Yeah.
somehow." I'm glad we got 2 tracks
Yes,
in so
sir.
far.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and I always hype your name up, bro, because,
Fire.
to be honest with you, I had a lot of bad business in
Wow.
CHH. Like, I had a bro,
I believe it.
one
I
we
believe it.
we can talk about that for hours too. But
Thanks.
one thing I always advocate for, bro, when I pitch your name, I was like, "Bro, Teezy will get it to you same day." Like,
Yeah, man.
it'll be like
Yeah.
12 o'clock at night. He's like, "Hey, I get an email." I'm like, "Dang!" Like, I just sent it to him. I remember like it was
Yeah.
afternoon, and I got the
Yeah.
verse back, and I was like stuff like that. Like, obviously, I don't expect that, bro, but I don't take that lightly. Because like I said, I was burned more in CHH in 1 year than 10 years of secular. So
Wow.
so
Wow.
I
That says a lot.
appreciate
Yeah.
artists like yourself, like Few, like Breeze, people that I work with
Yeah.
multiple times. Mission, obviously,
Yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah.
he's on our
Yeah.
song too.
Yep,
Uh,
yep.
that was a collaboration I wanted to bring together as well, and I'm glad I
Yes,
got to
sir.
do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I just wanted to shine light on that because that's a big part of what I do. I love to collaborate. Obviously, I love working with artists, and it just makes it easier, bro, when you have an artist on the other side that's not only willing to work, but does it the right way and does it efficiently, man. So I appreciate
Yeah.
you for that.
It's love, bro. I appreciate that too, man. Just for you, recognizing it because a lot of times I have gotten burned too in this space, and it's tough because you think like, yo, we're all Christians, we're all saved, like we should be doing this, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, for the glory of God.
yeah,
Not everybody moves like that, so
yeah.
yeah, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
really,
crazy.
that kinda set me back a little bit, but I'm glad the album got to come out, Elijah came out. Um,
Yeah,
the songs we have are probably my top 2. Your Holy Name is probably my favorite CHA song I've done so
fire,
far. That song meant a
fire.
lot, and I already told you the kinda a little bit of the testimony behind that, like, what that
Yeah,
song had been through from day one. So to be able to bring that together, man, for you to be a part of it
yeah.
is a blessing. I still
Praise
would love to
God.
do a video to that song. I
Oh
still wanna
man,
do videos to that.
you can, you can.
Oh, absolutely,
Just let me know.
absolutely. Man, life has just been so man, I haven't dropped a song this whole year. Life has been so
Wow.
busy, man. I've been busy with the
James
kids.
June. Nah,
It's
facts.
June.
I feel that.
It's June.
It's June. That's
I know,
crazy.
I know. That's don't remind me.
Facts.
Um,
Facts.
getting the podcast back going was step 1, getting the music game
Yeah.
going back is step 2. Obviously family first, obviously,
Yeah,
so it's like, yeah, once I'm able to lock in, bro, I can really lock in.
I hear that.
Yeah,
Eh,
so that's what I'm on right now. Your creativity is so mind-boggling to me because obviously singing, dancing, rapping,
yeah,
um, all the above plus
yeah.
some. What is your process like? Like when you get a song or like even the open verse challenges, like
Yeah,
I know you
we
embrace
feel
those a
Gracie.
lot. What is
Yeah,
your creativity process like in doing a song, your writing process? Do you freestyle? What is that
yeah.
like for you?
Yeah, yeah. So for me, I freestyle, bro. I do freestyle questions. So yeah, most of the time I'm in here, I might be worshiping, I might be in my car, I might be doing something, not even thinking about music, and God will just drop something in my
Yeah.
spirit. I'm like, okay, I need to put this down somewhere. So I either record it on my phone, and I'll be forgetting about stuff, and then I'll hear a beat and then come back like, yo, God just brought this back to my mind. I got to pull this together. So it's like a puzzle piece, man,
Yeah.
of how things just kind of come together sometimes. But yeah, most of the time, if I'm in here, I'm literally just whatever God is pouring in me, I'm pouring out. And so it's been like that for I want to say the past 7 years.
Wow.
Like I haven't written anything in like 7 or 8 years, bro. Had to be 7 years, 7 years, 7 years. Yeah, and so I remember what it was like because I used to be pad and pen guy. Like I would literally sit there for hours and try to just construct the best bars and best lyrics, and a lot of the times like that was like constraining me and keeping me from being able to just flow freely.
Right.
And so a lot of the times it would sound like I'm reading rather than sounding like it's just me just telling a story, like voicing whatever God is telling me to say in this moment and actually giving the message the way he gave it to me.
Right.
I would try to tweak it and make sure it sounds like, it came from me directly and da
Mhm.
da. No. And the moment that I did that, bro, I made like it was big at that time for me, you know what I'm saying? But I made joy. And it's pretty much I got my joy back. I
Yeah.
made that song like within 15 minutes, bro. And that was like my biggest song at the time
Right.
and in my city, around my city, like in my state, it was going crazy. Like I thought that was viral. You know what I'm saying? And this is before I really got tapped in with social media and stuff. And from there, like got connected with like KB. He saw the video. Ty Tribbett saw the video. Like all of these different people that I looked up to when I first came into space, kind of saw that video. And from there, I just kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going. I was like, yo, if I could freestyle on this one, I could freestyle on anything.
Yeah.
And so I just kept that same kind of like mindset and like especially with open verses, like I'm still doing freestyles and stuff, but I'm like, yo, how can I kind of showcase, um the gifts that God gave me in a different way on this song? Like I know how they did it, but let me see what I could do to flip it and make it my own and just, what I'm saying, grace it, and just having fun. Having fun, bro.
I think at this point, anytime someone drops an open verse, I'm just waiting for the Teezy version. Like, I know it's coming. I know
Yeah,
it's coming, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What is your favorite one you've done so far? Like,
Ooh,
was King Jesus was how did that one work? Was that an open verse or was that
sheesh.
like
Yeah. So King Jesus, I did that joint. It went crazy. And that's not
Yeah.
the verse that's on there is not the verse that I did for the open verse challenge. And
Wow.
so I was like, at that point, I had won two of KB's challenges.
Mm,
I was the only rapper to win the 10K challenge
okay.
and then I had won the King Jesus joint. And so they were talking about signing me to HGA. I guess I can talk about it now.
Yeah, yeah.
But so it was I was supposed to get signed to HGA, and I was like, God, if this ain't what you want, don't about and things just kind of, died out. So it didn't
Yeah.
happen. And like I said, at that point, I was like really hungry for it because he was like my favorite Christian rapper, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, so West is like his producer and songwriter and stuff. And so he hit me and was like, bro, you killed that King Jesus joint. And happy birthday. You won. I need a verse today. I said, huh? What's going on? So he literally called me on my birthday before we were about to leave and go out of town or something. And he was like, bro, I need you to turn in a verse. And we're about to go on a cruise. So I literally had to turn it in that day. And so within the next like 20, 30 minutes, I sent him another verse. And that was the verse y'all got on King Jesus Part 2. And so yeah, that's how that happened. That's how it came
That's
about.
crazy.
He was just calling me like, yo, bro, happy birthday. You won. I need another verse. I'm like, another verse? This verse was fire. Why we can't just keep this one? Like, that's crazy. But as far as my favorite one, it's tough. I've done too many, bro.
I gotta see it.
Uh, Dang. What's crazy is like the ones that I didn't win was very rare. You know what I'm saying? I won a
Right,
lot of
right.
them, but
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? The one that I thought
yeah.
I definitely should have won was Lecrae's joint. I don't know if it was Set Me Free.
Mm.
I did that one. That
Oh, yeah.
verse was crazy. He he commented on everything, you know what I'm saying? And he was
Yeah.
like, "Man, you gotta relax," or something like that. Bro, I didn't even make the top 10. I'm like, "Yo, this is crazy." And
That's
my
the one with Osiris, right?
yes,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That verse was crazy that I did, bro. And he commented on it, you know what I'm saying? So I thought I was a shoe in like top 10 because he ain't comment on nobody else's video. Bro, I didn't even make the top 10. I was like, yo, this is crazy. So they
That
must
is
have thought that
crazy.
I was already on or something. And they didn't want to, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying, give me any more clout or a light. And I don't know, bro. It was annoying though. But that one was really fire though. But I've done a
man.
lot. Yeah.
That I listen to King Jesus so much. I told Few when we were shooting a video, that's my favorite verse that he did,
Oh yeah.
on that song
And I
where he's
got
like,
King Teezy.
"Yeah, I don't remember you dying on the cross." Like, that was my favorite li that
Yeah,
line
go
is so
see.
funny to me, bro. Some of these rappers really got amnesia because I don't remember
Right, right.
you dying on the cross.
He,
Like,
bro,
that has me dying every time.
he is hilarious, man.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
We've got a couple in already too, me and him. Like I said, the
Yeah.
people that I've come back to multiple times shows you, like,
Yeah.
the ones that who not only were good, good artists, but also good people, and,
Yeah.
the ones that you wanna work with multiple times. Um,
Facts.
there's an artist too that I discovered because of you, Dom
Wow.
Shaquille.
Yes.
We
Yeah,
got a
yeah, yeah.
song coming soon,
Okay.
and he was on one of your songs,
Yep, the I
he
Got a Secret
I
joint,
Got
he
a
won the
Secret.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Super talented, bro.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Shout out to him, man. I had saw his, matter of fact, I gotta drop a new open verse, challenge for the new album,
Yeah.
but, yeah, he won the challenge and, like, to showcase or shine light on different people, I wanted to, like, bring them on and put them on one of the songs, and that was, like, one of the
Yep.
biggest songs off the album, besides, like, Hands on Me with Jacqueline, and, I was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, this gotta be the one," and I threw Fruit Few on there, I threw,
Yeah. Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9. Like, it was just so many different people that I wanted to have on this joint. I was supposed to have Nathan Davis Jr. on there too, and so he did a verse, but he never set the vocals, and it was just
Oh,
like time just kinda got away, and I was like, "Bro, I gotta turn this in." And so, yeah, we did without it this time, but he still wants to drop it, so we might be dropping another remix, of I Got a Secret. But, yeah, man, shout out to Dom for sure.
man,
Yeah.
I gotta get on these open verses, man. I always miss the boat
Done.
too. Like, I'm like, "Imma do it. I
Yeah.
wanna do this," especially like the Forrest Frank ones. And I'm like, my
Yeah.
even if I don't make it, my kids will jam the mess out of it. Like, even
Right,
if
right,
I have
right.
a version, like, Daddy's got a song with Forrest. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta start doing them just for that reason. Like,
Hey,
if I win, cool,
it's
but if I'm
fun.
not, they gonna be jamming it in the car forever.
Yeah. Yeah, and the other thing is too, like, I would use those as, like, just tool sharpeners, like, I'm literally I can win or lose. I
Yeah,
don't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Like, cause I was
right.
doing everybody's open verse challenge. No
Yep.
matter if they were like a big name, up and coming, it didn't matter. Like if I seen it pop up, I was that hungry. I was doing whatever. And so that's what like really strengthened me as an artist to be able to do all these different styles because there would be so many different styles of genres, you know what I'm saying, of open verse challenges. And so I've done some for like Eric Bellinger. I've done some for, like I said, KB, Check Us Out. Like there's so many other artists that I've done open verses for. Miles Minnick, Portia Love. Like I've done all of their open verse challenges, and like I'm friends with these people, but I still was doing them just to put my hat in the bit. You know what I'm saying? Like literally just getting in the stew and just trying to sharpen myself. And it definitely helped me to be able to create to any style I can hear in my head. Like literally, yeah.
Hey, if you want a Mike Teezy verse, just drop an open verse challenge, you get a Mike
Hey,
Teezy verse. Come
that's it. That's it. Nah,
That's a secret. I got a secret.
hey, facts.
If you drop an open verse challenge, Mike Teezy will come.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's
For
fire,
sure.
bro. I'm telling you, I
Yeah.
look for your version every time it comes out.
That's dope.
If someone were to send you a song, what do you have a preferred style or do you it's like whatever, but if you had to pick one, what would your preferred style be? And would it be like hook or a verse or like R&B, pop,
Bro,
rap,
that's
rap?
tough. That's tough. I love I love both. Like I love the R&B and I love the rapping.
Yeah.
And I love both for different reasons. Like I feel like with singing, I love those because I can have fun with like melodies and
Yeah.
different things. My cadences can always be switching because as a rapper, I'm able to do all these different cadences. So when you put a melody to it and you still doing fast rapping, but with a melody, it's fire to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, so I love the R&B for that. But for rapping, bro, I love being able to tell stories
Yep.
and just piecing certain things together in a creative way that hasn't been said before. That's what I really love about rapping. Um, So it's kind of tough to just pick one. It's gonna have to, yeah, it's a draw. It's a draw. I'm not gonna lie.
Is singing more work? Because I know, like, for instance, like,
Man.
you get a feature and say you do a hook, you got like, this is a music technical thing, but, like, you
Mhm.
sing your stems and it's like a list like this, whereas rapping, you might have a main, you might have some ad libs, a snack,
Facts.
or whatever,
Facts.
and I taking you back to that Sammy feature, bro, um 'cause the way we used to record, obviously, we were brand new to this pretty much. We
Mhm.
would do main, and I had a guy, he would one take everything, so it was just
Yeah.
singing all the way through. He would stack
Mhm.
it, and may add some oohs and ahs. It was like 3
Yep.
so I get in
Yep.
there with Sammy, and he's
Mhm.
not only punching, but he's stacking his punches, and then on top of the stacks of the punches, he's ad-libbing or adding a melody, the highs and lows and mids, whatever, to the punch.
Facts.
So it's like
Exactly.
50, 60
Facts.
takes just on the hook.
Yeah.
I was just like, "Oh, this is how you record. This is different. This is a
Facts.
new level." So,
Yeah.
like, I appreciate stuff like that because that's something, like, I haven't had to do yet because I haven't done a melody or I haven't done, singing, obviously,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the work that it takes to get that sound, and, like, when I hear something, like, even in your song, I'm like, "Man, he probably did this, this, and this." Just because 'cause I've
Yeah.
seen it now, man, yeah, I could see a lot more work being put into, like,
Oh, yeah.
a singing versus a rapping.
Oh, yeah. And so, to say more work, it's tough, it's tough. So, it's definitely more work when it comes to recording,
Yeah,
but as
yeah.
far as, like, finishing a verse, it's quicker. I feel like it's quicker. So you can hold out your words longer
Right,
when
right,
you're
right.
singing.
I
You know
get
what I'm
that.
saying? With rapping, you got to fill up, you know what I'm saying, pretty much all the gaps or whatever. But the thing I
Yeah,
love about singing is being able to do the stacks. And so it hasn't always been easy, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying, for me. But now I'm experimenting, I'm having fun with it. I'm adding harmonies you've never even heard. You know what I'm saying? They're in there, but you can't even hear them. They're so like faint, but without them, you can feel the difference. You know what I'm saying? And so, like for me, like I do a lot of stacks. So I normally would have a high, a mid, and a low, but I'm doing four of each one. And then sometimes I'll throw in an extra one where it's like an offset melody, or I'm singing the note straight through, and you ain't even tell that it's there, but it's definitely there. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So the stacks are definitely fun. And when it comes to writing them, like the hooks, they just flow. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like you got a melody that's fire, it's catchy. That's when I have the most fun. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro.
So
I think it's there more work, but it's even. Like when you think about like the lyrics part of it.
it's funny
It's
because,
funny
like,
because
for this, I don't have to, like, research anything. This is questions that I always wanted to ask you, like,
yeah.
and we can edit this one out. I don't do controversy. I don't do none of
I
that.
got
Like,
you.
like
I got you.
I don't do sound bites or anything. But I always wondered because with you, like, I see you working with a lot of artists, like,
Yeah.
and we know there's like a split in our in CHH. Like, you see people on
Yeah.
this side, whatever. But it's like you
Mhm.
you work with both sides, but not in
Facts.
a lukewarm way or anything. You just work with
Right.
both sides. You make a lot of
Exactly.
music, and you avoid drama. Like, I don't think I've ever seen you in
Facts.
anything. I'm not sure what goes on behind the scenes, obviously,
Yeah.
but what goes into what's your take on that? Like, where the
Yeah.
state of CHH is, how you approach it? Do you have a limit? Like, do you have a line that you, like, won't cross? Is there artists that
Yeah.
you wouldn't work with if they're doing certain things? Or, like, what
Uh,
goes in your mindset with that?
yeah, so for me, like the way that I was raised, bro, I don't judge anybody. Like I
Mm,
don't have like from hearing something about somebody, I don't make my decision based off of what I heard.
right.
I actually have to know that person by that person. You know what I'm saying? I test the fruit by the fruit.
Yeah.
And there's been, so many uh can I mention their names? I get, yeah, there's people that are against like the Bryson Grays or the Marcus Rogers or now the Caleb Gordons and the different ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many people that have made these devout stances against these people, which makes no sense to me. And what's even crazier is like with Caleb, people wanted to do songs with him. And the fact that, Caleb is one of the people that he's like, he sticks to his guns, he rocks with who he rocks with because of where he start. You know what I'm saying? Like we linked probably like 2020 or 2019, one of them. And so we've been friends since then.
Yeah.
And so being able to actually, generate a brotherhood just off of social media is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's all the way in Florida, I'm in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And we literally created like a bond, like a friendship. Like that's really my brother for real. And but people were just trying to use him for what he could bring to the table and his style and sound and everything. Because he's definitely talented, he's definitely gifted. And when he would tell them no, because he wants to create relationships first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm huge on that too. Like, I want to have a relationship for you. I want to talk to you. Of course, we can, we can figure out business and stuff like that. That's cool. But
Yeah.
I kind of do want to know who people are. You know what I'm saying? I want to test out how they are with business, because that tells you how they are, in Christ, if they have integrity or not. And so, like with Marcus Rogers, you said you heard me on there.
Yeah.
With that situation, he had reached out, and I've heard his name before, but I never knew of him. Like, I never really heard his music. I
Right.
never really heard like any messages or anything like that. But I knew he was like going viral. His name was like pretty big or whatever.
Yep.
And so, again, there's people that made their own decisions. Like, I'm never working with him. He says this and da da da, contradicting da da da. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand where they're coming from, but I still want to see it for myself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, like in this space, people are quick to judge, even though they don't want to be judged. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? People are doing a lot of things behind the scenes that I don't even like to say that. There's a lot of things that's going on, you know what I'm saying, that people have not seen or voiced.
Yep.
And I am one of those people that truly are walking out, you know what I'm saying, what I believe, and really trying to walk out the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally trying to live by that. And I just tested out by actually showing up, showing love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pulled up to Holy Smoke, I pulled up to any kind of tour that may be in North Carolina, or if it's in Atlanta. I show support. You know what I'm saying? That's just who
Yeah.
I am. That's who I've always been. And for years, I've literally driven to places I'm not even on the lineup. I'm just pulling up to show my face and show love and support. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to the music, I'm pretty much the same way. Like, I love building the space. Like, whether it's Christian R&B or Christian rap, like, I love seeing us come together. I love unity.
Right.
And so, in the midst of all of this drama, Christian rap beef, which is dumbest thing ever. In the midst of all that, we actually had a conversation with a lot of these guys. Like, we sat down, so it was me and D1 and a bunch of other brothers in Christ that came on there, and we had a Zoom call.
Mhm.
And I don't feel like it was as productive as we hoped for,
Right.
because there's so many different beliefs, which is crazy. Because at the end of the day, I feel like this is what we should be standing on. You know what I'm saying? We should be standing on the gospel of Jesus Christ. People have their own what's the word? Convictions.
Yep.
And it's so weird, because like, I wasn't raised with those convictions, but I'm not gonna cast my judgment on them because that's their conviction and this is
Mhm.
my conviction and da da da. And so I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't cuss, I don't do any of these things, but there's a lot of people that do. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? In the space. And like, I never would look down on them, or you know what I'm saying, say that I'm better than them because I don't do this.
Yeah.
I might lie. You know what I'm saying? I might have a issue with gluttony. I might have you know what I'm saying? Like, these are actual sins in
Right.
the Bible that
Right.
other people may do. You know what I'm saying? And we are all works in progress. And so the line for me is, I'm not gonna judge you, but I'm gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a showcase Christ's love in this moment and in this situation. So whenever different situations arise, I just try to move like that. And I had kind of touched on it too before, where I kind of like, I'm in a space where I'm being very slow to speak. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of learned that from my dad too, because
Right.
growing up, I have an older sister, and she used to get in trouble. I'm not trying to put her business out there, but she used to get in trouble a lot. And so I was very wise. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was the younger brother, I was very, very wise. So I would learn from her mistakes. And a lot of the times my dad would just sit and listen to her talk. And then she would tell on herself. You see what I'm saying? And
Wow.
so even in these moments where we have all of this drama and division going on, I'm just sitting back and listening like, yo, okay, this is the root of the problem.
Right.
So this is what the issue is. Let's touch on that. You know what I'm saying? Let's actually showcase more respect to one another, rather than, coming against each other. Like, well, we see something that's crazy, or just going directly to the person. Like, I could talk about it now because it actually happened. So Caleb had made a video, you know what I'm saying, talking about Derek Minor and Paris Chris for their
Yes. Saw
podcast
that
and
one. Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So when he made the video, he was talking about y'all pushing 50 and y'all been doing this, da 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 da. I called him. And so the, the
Mhm.
the thing is, yeah, like, he does have accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does have people that's around him that will, hold him accountable for stuff. And so I called him, Aaron Cole called him, like we were literally all on the phone. And I was like, bro, like you gotta be careful with how you talk about people, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's definitely disrespectful. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're literally bashing and clowning the people that have been doing this thing for years. And he's like, nah, but I feel like this and they should have done this. And I'm like, okay, I hear his heart behind it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So maybe he should say it this way. And so that's why he came back and corrected. It was like, maybe I said it wrong, but I kind of still stand by what I was saying. Like, this is what I meant by what I said. And so, like I said, with being slow to speak, it helps you avoid those moments. You know what I'm saying? And so actually taking the time to collect yourself, collect your thoughts, put it before God. You know what I'm saying? Before you just go out online and make a crazy statement,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
so that's how I've been able to like maintain. I know that was a long drawn out
No,
story,
that's
but
good.
yeah.
I'm glad I asked the question.
Yeah.
Hey, but just to piggyback off that,
Mhm.
like I told you before when I got burned, but, like, some of the people that get bashed in the space, like your Bryson Gray, like, Bryson showed me more love than anybody in the space. Like, I was coming
Facts.
in, I posted "Time
Facts.
to Go to War," my version, it was just me on it, and he was like, put fire emojis, and I was like so I inboxed him, "Hey, like, I'll do a remix
Yeah.
right now," and
Yeah.
and he was like, "Send it." And I was like, "Alright, what you need?" Like, business-wise, like, "What you
Yeah.
need?" He's like, "Man, send it." I was like, "Alright." So I sent it,
Yeah.
and then, man, Imma share this on his episode too, but I drove down to, Murfreesboro, we shoot the video, and I'll make this short, but, it's their one-year anniversary. Yeah, I
Wow.
mean, his wife's one-year anniversary the day of, so once he told me that, I'm like, "You know what, bro? Don't worry about it, I'll go to Atlanta, I'm shooting with you, I'll catch back up with you." He's like, "No, no, pull
Yeah.
up, pull up." I'm like, "Alright," like, I'll pull up. So we shoot the scene
Oh.
in outside of his house, if you watch the
Yeah.
video, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Alright, appreciate you, bro." Like, we chopped it up a minute. I was about to leave and go to Atlanta, and he was like, "Hey, you wanna come inside?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll stay."
Yeah.
Man, I stayed 3 hours in their house on their
Wow.
anniversary. He showed me the studio,
Wow.
talked to me, showed me he told me
Yeah.
testimony about what they were going through, like, he was
Yeah,
sharing
yeah,
all
yeah.
this information with me,
Yeah.
and I just took that so genuine, bro.
Facts.
And then when I left, I still threw him something off of love, and he acted like I
Yeah.
gave him $1,000,000. Like, he was so appreciative, bro, like, just,
Yeah.
like, stuff like that's like you said, though, like, I don't do
Yeah.
that either. I don't judge anybody because
Facts.
on the flip side, there's people
Right.
that people advocate for heavily that I've met and tried to work with or have worked with, and I'm like, I don't see
I
it.
ain't even gotta say that. Yeah. I
Yeah.
already know.
So,
I
yeah.
already know.
I know.
Yeah.
That so, like, I'm the same way, like, when I meet somebody and obviously, if they reached out and asked for forgiveness, I forgive 'em and we can move on, um, 'cause that's how I am too,
Yeah.
but, yeah, it kinda goes both ways, like, you have people that they're constantly getting bashed, and then when you meet them,
Yeah.
you're like, "This guy?"
Yeah. Why? Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and when I dropped my album, obviously, a lot of people were on there, You, Mission,
Yeah.
um, we had people like Baruch and,
Yeah.
man, there's so many, and so people
Yeah.
would see that and Bryson, obviously, and so,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
people would see that and be like, "Man, I see what you're doing, like, you're trying to unify the body, and that's what we need," and
Facts.
I was like,
I
"Man, that was
appreciate that.
just, like, natural, though," like, it wasn't like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm gonna grab Bryson,
Exactly.
and now let me go get John Keith
Right.
and
Right.
put 'em
Right. Right.
together." Like, that's not it
Yeah.
at
That's
all.
so crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
uh, like, that's my mindset too, bro, like, you touched it, like,
Yeah.
that's exactly how I feel, I'm right there with you, man, so, like, I feel like we would work really good together because I feel like we have the same mindset. Because you have your younger generation, like Caleb, he's younger than me, so
Yeah.
I see him as a younger artist.
Yeah.
I'm in that middle ground, I'm not in the OG lane, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
in the
I'm
younger
right
crowd,
there with you. I'm right there with you.
yeah.
Understood. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I respect both sides, man, and I kinda sit back and I do like you, I kinda sit back and watch. I'm like, "Man," like,
Yeah.
I'll type something, I'm like, "Nah," like, I'll delete it, and I'm like, "Nah,
Yeah.
I don't wanna get
Yeah.
involved with that, man," but
Mm.
I got friends on both sides of the fence too,
Yeah.
so it's like I don't wanna get caught up in the middle of that because, it could get messy, and,
Yeah.
I really want people to know my heart is genuine, you can reach out to me like how you called Caleb, like, if I say something or I do something, hey, call
Yeah.
me,
I
correct
got you.
me, like, and I'll
I got
repent.
you. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll get on there and
Yeah.
repent if I feel
Yeah.
convicted or if I really did sin, like,
Facts.
yeah, I
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
accountability for
That's
as a
great.
dad, as a follower of Christ, like, I take full
Facts.
accountability for anything because
Yes,
I
sir.
know I've messed up plenty of
Man,
times along the way.
bruh, nobody's exempt, bro. Like
No,
everybody is falling, you know what I'm saying, short of the glory of God, man. And it's crazy. Like when you finally doing right, now you want to, oh, now you doing this wrong, you doing that wrong, da da da.
Yeah.
That's not how God would do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Jesus was moving like that. Now he would call out sin, you know what I'm saying? He would rebuke sins and stuff like that. But I don't think it's our job to point at a bottle and be like, nah, you got the wrong label on. You ain't supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, I'm not gonna do that, you know? So yeah, bro. I just pray for the body as a whole and pray that we get it together for real.
And speaking on that, it's like convictions, right? I saw an interview you did a while back, and it just came to me when you were saying that you walk into church with a hat on, and somebody's like, "Hey, you need to do this, this, and this," and you're
Crazy.
like, "She's
It was
wearing a
crazy.
hat?" Like,
Yeah,
fucking I've done that
exactly.
too, like, I remember and I don't have no jewelry on,
Yeah.
I don't dress like that, I wear either Christian merch or very basic, like, Under Armour tees, like,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not stylish at all, and I
I got you.
remember I dropped I think it was a God's Hands video with Few and Breeze,
Mhm.
and someone commented like, "Oh, you're so worldly, look, your backwards hat," and I'm like, "You had to dig that deep to
That's
find
what I'm
something
saying.
on me? Like,
And
you
that's
had
what
to
I'm
dip it,"
saying.
and
It's crazy.
my shirt was like, what shirt did I think I had the Pray 1K Fuse Pray shirt on,
Yeah.
and then the other scene, I think I had it was a blue shirt, it might have been my Stay Focused shirt, one of my Stay
Yeah,
Focused
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, "It's Christian merch."
That's
I'm wearing the
crazy.
Judas. I'm wearing Jonathan Isaac's Judas shoes.
It
Like,
literally makes no
from head
sense.
to toe, I'm Christianed out, like, but they'll nitpick you to
They
death,
do not
bro.
care. They do not care, bro. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, where was this at in the Bible? Like, I know that there's certain things where, they would rent their mantles and they would do these different things, shave their hair and all that stuff, but we're not in the biblical times, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a Christian merchandise, you know what I'm saying? Brand. Like, this is a Christian brand that I'm wearing. My hat literally said Jesus. That's what's so crazy. The hat said Jesus. I was headlining the show at this church, and they were really nasty to me.
That's
Like, they treated me like I was scum because I had a snapback on that said Jesus. Yeah. And so instead of letting that get to me, I was like, God, I want you to take control. You know what I'm saying? You take over the situation. And I literally still show love. I didn't get in my feelings. I didn't yell at them or, what I'm saying, be up. I got mad. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I did get upset, but I didn't go off on them. You know what I'm saying? I still was showing my light and I didn't allow that to dim it. You know what I'm saying? And so I still was who God made me to be. I still showed up. I did my thing. I probably did a backflip in a pulpit. I was doing everything, bro. And I was like, y'all gonna see this today. This is my testimony. This is why I do this. You know what
right.
I'm saying? I should be dead or paralyzed to this day, but God healed me. So this
Yeah.
is why I do this. This is why I wear a hat. You know what I'm saying? When I talk to the pastor, he's like, no, do you, man. Put the hat back on. Do this. Yeah. Like, cause I talked to pastor about it and I was like, yo, I really was offended by how, he came to me and they were talking to me the other around. He's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I want to apologize for them. And then he had them come to me and apologize after. Like, when the Holy Spirit fell in that place, bro, it was crazy. And at that time, like I said, I didn't really take singing seriously, but I had a
Mhm.
song called I Surrendered.
Mhm.
And this is years ago.
Yeah.
And so I was literally singing this song and I went into like the old school like song about surrendering. You are the source of my strength. I was literally doing that song live and the Holy Spirit fell in it. And mind you, I said I did not like my voice. I didn't.
Yeah.
I did not have the confidence I have today when it comes to singing. And I still struggle with it. You know what I'm saying? But the Holy Spirit fell in there. And that's not a pat on my back. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just me getting out the way and allowing God to move. You know what I'm saying? Because if I stayed in my flesh, I would have left. You know what I'm saying? Like no deposit needed, no money, but nothing. I would just got up out of there
Yep.
because
Yep.
I felt like they were, what I'm saying, being a certain way towards me or having a certain just look or judgment on me because I had a hat on. It makes no sense. It literally made no sense. So yeah, bro, I hate that that's the times that we're in North Carolina, bro. We have like the most churches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, and they're not even like the most mega churches. Like there's just a lot of mom and pop churches that's around here, and I was going to every single one. Like that, I was getting hit up almost every other weekend, if not every weekend, to go to these different churches. And this was years ago. You
Wow.
know what I'm saying? When I saw my song Joy was doing crazy, like that's where I was going everywhere. Like everybody had me going anywhere in Winston-Salem, Greensboro, Charlotte, Raleigh. Like I was going everywhere, bro. And everybody had their own convictions. And one of the convictions was hats.
That's crazy.
I I don't get it.
Well,
I literally don't get it.
shout out to the pastor for at least, taking
Yeah,
accountability.
yeah.
I was gonna ask what denomination it was, what church it was, but
I don't even remember the name of the church, but I feel like I can remember how to get there because it was in my city, which is crazy.
that is
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? And the word of God is so true. Like people, they're not what to say respected in their own city. They have to go somewhere else to actually get the respect that they need. And so for years, I had stopped doing shows in my city.
Wow.
I
Hey,
stopped.
I understand
I
that completely.
stopped.
I
I
get that.
stopped.
I get
I
that.
stopped, and then there was one church that reached out, and they were like, "Yo, we love your music, man. We play you all the time for our youth. We are out. We're in Winston Salem. You probably never heard of it." I said, "They don't know that this is my city. Okay, fire." You know what I'm saying? They
Probably
respected
never
me.
heard
They
of
wanted
it.
to meet. I heard them say, "You probably never heard of this city before, but we're in North Carolina." I said, "What city?" They said, "Winston Salem, North Carolina."
I think
I
I've
said,
heard
"I
of
live here."
Winston-Salem.
You know, I
Yeah.
think I heard of
Wow.
Winston Salem. That's kind of
Figure it
crazy.
out, yeah.
Bro, they took care of me, you know what I'm saying? They blessed me. They took me out to eat, took me to some steakhouse that I never been to, and it was in my city. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But that's what I was like, I was wanting and I was praying for. 'Cause I was like, God, like, I don't want to have to leave my city to get respect. You know what I'm saying? But if this is what it is, I'm following you. Like whatever you tell me to do in this season, that's what I'm gonna do. And so I went from doing shows around my city, and other cities that's around here to traveling the whole, you know what I'm saying, US pretty much. And I had stopped doing shows here like for at least 2 years, like a year and a half, something like that. And then they came around and was like, yo, we want to have you for our youth conference that we're doing. We got this going on, that going on. I'm like, yo, and these people are amazing people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not just because they paid me, but it's because that they literally are amazing people. Like they were great people, great conversation. You know what I'm saying? They literally stood on the principles of God and the Bible. And I'm just like, yo, I love this. I would love to be a part of this. Anytime y'all need me, whatever you need, hit me. Like we can make it happen. And so, like, just having those relationships now it's things that I've been praying for, bro. Because, like I said, there's a lot of Baptist or Pentecostal, like there's different churches that's out here. They all have different convictions, and it's crazy. Like you can wear a T-shirt and they be mad about it, or you wear a button up and you didn't have a tie on, they be mad about that. Like it's weird, bro. It's weird. Nobody has time for that. It's crazy.
You're wearing black slacks instead of khakis. That's a no-go.
Yeah, yeah. No, we don't do that. Wrong
Don't wear
color.
sneakers. You better wear church shoes. You can't wear sneakers.
Right.
Yeah, I
Man,
get
it's
it.
crazy.
I
It's
get it.
crazy. I'm like, when did we become a gang?
I
Like,
get
cause
it.
this is wild. You can't wear different colors. You can't. It's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
You
It's
gotta wear
crazy.
you gotta wear plaid, you gotta wear khaki slacks,
Facts.
you gotta wear shirt and
Facts.
shoes, no hat,
Facts.
tie,
Did you
yeah.
iron your pants? Did you iron them? Like,
Yeah.
if you didn't iron your pants, we would crucify you because you're wrinkled. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of crazy stuff, bro. And it's sad that it came to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so weird, bro. Even online now, because everybody feels like they're entitled to have something
Mm,
to say.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But I was raised as if you ain't have nothing good to say, don't say
Don't
nothing
say
at all.
nothing.
They don't
Yeah.
care. They're
I
gonna say it,
I get
regardless if it's good, bad, ugly, whatever. They gonna say it now because social media is open to the public. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's
man,
crazy.
I know we've gone long, but these answers have been good. Um,
Yeah.
I know you have a huge catalog, and I know you said
Yeah.
you rededicate your life to Christ at what, 2011, right?
Yeah.
2011?
2011. Yeah.
Was there a secular version of you before that, like a Mike Teezy?
So not necessarily like secular, but I was making jerky music.
Okay.
Cause I came from the dancing world, and
Yep.
so,
That's the time
when
for it
I
right then, yep.
facts, and so, I had been dancing, like I said, since I was, like, 4 years old,
Yeah.
and, when I got to college, I had a crew, like, we had a jerking crew, we used to break dance, crump, do all of these different things, we auditioned for, America's Best Dance Crew, we've done so many things, and we were traveling, doing shows, but then I got a phone call that one of my best friends from high school was shot and killed.
Mm.
And he's the one that gave me the name Mike Teezy. He was
Oh,
like, "You dance like Chris Breezy, I'm gonna start calling you Mike
yep.
Teezy." And it
Man.
literally stuck from there. And so when I got that call, I was like, you know what? Tomorrow really is not promised. And so when I went home, because I go to my parents' church, so they had picked me up. I think this was like our New Year's Eve break or something like that. And I just decided to rededicate my life to God. And from there, I just stuck to it. And when I got back to school, I was like, yo, we can still do this dance thing, but let's do it for God. And so I was trying to figure out how to make like these jerking songs, like Christian jerk songs. That's what I was doing. And so before I even made like I call it real music versus jerking music. I don't know why, because it's still music, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
But I wasn't considering my jerking songs as like like them type of songs that people would like just play on the regular.
Right.
I only had it for the people that were in the jerky movement that wanted to dance but still glorify God. And so I was known as the Christian jerk rapper. Like that's what
Wow.
I was going for years. And then I started making like just regular hip hop joints, doing remixes. And that's kind of how all that started. So it wasn't necessarily like secular, but I was just rapping to be rapping, you know what I'm saying, before it too. And I wasn't like talking about drugs and sex and money or nothing like that because I
Right.
wasn't on that stuff. I was raised in the
Wow.
church. I'm a church boy,
Yeah, yeah.
PK. You know what I'm saying? So that was never my life. Like I didn't shoot anybody. I didn't do anything like that.
Right.
So I couldn't rap about that stuff.
Mhm.
But I would just rap about everyday life, things that I was battling, dealing with, whatever. And I would put it in music. But when I rededicated my life to God, I was like, yo, I need to make it more Christ centered. I need to make, you know what I'm saying, make it to where I'm bringing people back to Christ. And that's where my heart has been since then.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I graduated in 2010, so there goes my age, but
Peace.
I
Nah,
know
you
that
good.
era. I know that era, like,
See, yeah, yeah,
man, that whole jerk era,
yeah,
the dance wave, of course, being from Texas, we
yes.
had that Dallas sound,
Oh, they jigging and all,
yeah,
yeah,
jigging and all that, like, I never did it, I'd break something if I did
yeah.
that.
Oh, I'm crying.
But, I was the positive rapper, like, I came to Christ around that time, 2011, actually same year, but I wasn't there yet, man, I wasn't a Christian artist, I was the positive artist, I didn't curse.
Yeah,
All I made was love songs, like, with I did Sammy, I did Charlie Boy, I did,
wow,
um even the one I did with Lil Scrappy and Lil Kiki, if you go to the video, there's a
wow,
video on YouTube where Scrappy's in the booth. It's like a behind the scenes thing. It's really cool. And he's off the dome, so he says something, and I think he probably said the B word or something, I don't know. And he said, "Oh,
yeah,
my bad, Tyler, I can't cuss, my bad." And so he went back and redid it, and when he comes on the verse in the song, it's called "It's All Good." I'm sure it's up somewhere. And, he comes on like, when he's coming in from the hook, he says, Imma keep it clean, I got you, shawty." And, like, stuff like that, like, I was
yeah,
literally telling the bigger artists, "Hey, keep it clean. I'm a clean artist, I do it for the kids." I would sprinkle God in there, but like I said, I
yeah,
wasn't there yet. And, I think that song was literally the first song where I talked about God on it. And
wow,
but then I ended up doing a song called Insomnia with Kevin Gates in
wow,
2014, I think, and,
yeah.
he didn't get the memo, he went crazy on him, like, he yeah, he probably looked at the message, probably like,
That's crazy.
no, Imma do me," and yeah,
That's crazy.
after that, I started letting stuff go, man, like, I kinda stopped telling people, and so, like, that from
Wow,
2014 to 2018, I was all out of there, so
man.
and then I came back in 2018, I put the mic down, I said, "I'm done." Christian hip hop
Yeah,
wasn't even on the agenda, and then
yeah.
my dad passes away in
I'm
2019.
sorry to hear that.
Um, thank you.
Yeah,
And I leaned on God so heavy through that,
yeah,
and he got me through that. I was like, "I wanna do something. I just don't know what it is." Ministry wasn't a thing because 'cause I'm an introvert. I really don't get up there
yeah.
and just go crazy on a
Facts. I
microphone,
feel it. I
and I
feel that.
like how you didn't have confidence with your voice singing, I didn't have confidence talking. And I actually talked to a brother of mine who's got that he's got a real, like, James Earl Jones-esque type voice, like, he's got that real thunder, and I was like, "Man, I'm not you." Like, I he's like
Yeah,
and he said, "Bro, to be honest, I hate my voice." And I'm like, "What?" It's
crazy.
like you, like, with singing, I'm like, "What?"
Facts.
And Jimmy
Yeah,
Moore, like, I guess we all
yeah,
have our insecurities, and, so but when he said that, that really helped me, and I was like, "Okay." And music was always a love, and I was like, "Man, if Imma do music, I gotta stay focused because
yeah,
I can't be doing this in and out thing, I can't be getting caught up into, like, okay, Imma work with a worldly artist, and then, oh, I kinda like doing that, and then,
right,
doing it that
right.
way." But what ended up happening was, I kinda tapped in with Christian artists, and like I told you before, like, the stuff was bad, so I was like, "Man, Imma go back
Yeah.
to working with them." So I work with Kurt Cobain, I work with Devin the Dude, I work with
Wow.
Zero, I worked with, there was another secular artist, he's from Houston, but all these guys that I knew I could tap in with that were, like, open arms, like, "Yeah, bro, come on." And, even
Wow.
with Devin, you know Devin the Dude, the rapper?
I don't think so. No, no, no.
Okay, he's like an
Hey.
older guy, like, he was rapping with, like, Andre 3000, Snoop Dogg and them.
Okay.
He primarily raps about weed, So
Okay. All right. Yep. That's probably a lot.
so Devin comes into the studio with a tall Bud Light can,
Wow.
country is all get out, and
That's crazy.
I cut on the song, and in his mind, he hasn't heard it yet, so he's probably thinking, it's gonna be a weed song, it's gonna be whatever, whatever, and
Yeah.
we cut it on, and my verse is on there, and he just sits back and goes, "Oh." He's like, "This is what I need to be doing." And I was
Um.
stuff like that, man, it sticks with me. It was in 2020, that was pre a month after COVID hit. I remember that vividly. A month
Wow.
after COVID hit, so, like, April of 2020 or May, and, but stuff like that, man, like, working with those guys, and then finally, a couple years later, I was like I went through that whole like I told you before, the movement thing and
Yeah.
where my doctrine was this, and, uh,
Yeah.
I moved to Temple, Texas, which is where I'm at now, and I get
Okay.
surrounded by, the CHH Austin brothers, and I never had this, man, because I'm an only child. I never really had a band of brothers. I was like the
Yeah.
guy trying to be a positive light around secular people. So I needed somebody to keep me grounded, to keep me accountable. And so
Yeah.
I met a lot of these brothers out here, and that's who showed me CHH and really what brought me back to Christianity. Um,
Wow.
as a whole. So, seeing that really motivated me, obviously, and to be where I'm at now, 2 years later seems like decades, but I've only been
Wow.
here for a couple years and got to meet
Wow.
people, connect people like yourself and stuff.
Praise
Um,
God.
it's just been a blessing, bro, and I don't think it went in vain. Like, even the stuff I was doing as a secular artist, I don't think it went in vain, man, because it taught me a valuable lesson. Um, and seeing stuff like how some artists are doing it now, I'll kinda reach out to them privately and kinda talk to them about it and like, "Hey, I see what you're doing." Don't get lost in don't open that door that
Yeah.
could lead you to something else, and it's not coming at them in a
Yeah.
bashing way, it's just coming at them as a
Right.
brother, and, they're free to do what they wanna do,
Uh,
but as someone who's done it, like, I know what it did for me, it kinda got me off track a little bit, but
yeah.
but yeah, all that to say, like, now that I've met some people in our space and I've gotten to work with and kinda just get that motivation that I needed, man, that band of brothers, like, every time I interview somebody new, I'm like, "Well, added another brother to the list, added another sister to the list." Like I said, man, I don't take it lightly, man, because like I said, I never had that, and I always
Yeah.
needed that. I thought sometimes we feel like we could do it on our own, but
Yeah.
it's always nice to have that community, and I wasn't
For
really a
sure.
big churchgoer. I was raised in the church, I guess, but I wasn't forced to go, so I didn't go.
I
Um,
got you. I got you.
so, now it's just, getting that focus back, and that's how, like I said, stay focused, man. Imma do a fast form segment, and we're just gonna call
Okay.
it a Harvest Land. We're just gonna call it Harvest
Okay.
Land.
Okay. Okay.
So, it's a quick hitter questions.
Okay.
And you can draw it out, you can explain or whatever you wanna do, but here we go. Rapping or singing?
Both. There's no in between. Dang.
This is Drink Champs, you
That's
gotta
tough.
take a drink if you
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm take this
take
last
a
sip of
drink of
water
water,
I got.
yeah.
That's tough.
That's tough. Okay,
That's tough.
I'll pick one then.
Okay.
Rapping or dancing?
Rapping. I really love dancing though, but yeah, rapping. I'm
Dancing
gonna
or
go with that one.
singing? That
Dancing.
see what I did?
Dancing.
Now I
Dancing.
can go back and pick the other okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with dancing for that one. Then. But I do like singing. I mean, I don't. It's tough. I don't know. I'm just pick one. Let's go dancing. Then.
Christian rap or worship music? As you're like, if you're cutting on a song, what are you listening to?
Watch your music
Me too. Me
for
too.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's your artist? Who do you listen to if you're cutting on worship?
man. So I have a huge
Yeah.
catalog.
Yeah.
So like I like go back to like the James Fortunes, the Kirk Franklin, Ty Tribbett, um, Karen Clark Sheard. Uh, there's so many like ones that I go to as far as like worship songs, but definitely them, the old Maverick City. Uh let me see. Dang, there's so many. John P. Key.
Mhm,
You know what I'm saying? Fred Hammond,
mhm.
like, I got a list, bro. I got a whole list. Like, I can keep going.
What is a song that's, like, underrated to you that you've done that, like, maybe no one knows about or never got the light that it deserves? Like, we all had that one song that's, like,
Oh,
it means something to us that it may not mean as much to somebody else.
Imma go is, Peter's POV.
Okay.
Peter's POV. It was on, New Leaf, the
Okay.
deluxe version. The deluxe version. That song is crazy.
Yeah.
Gotta go listen to that joint.
Peter's
Peter's
POV.
POV.
Okay.
Yeah, tough.
Underrated album that you've done.
I mean, we just dropped Chameleon, so I'm gonna say Chameleon for right now, but I feel like New Leaf, even though New Leaf did better than the Greenhouse Project, I feel like it's still kind of slept on because the algorithm had switched or something, and like a lot of my stuff started not getting seen, so people didn't know about the album. People didn't know that I was dropping music.
Yeah.
It's just been a tough season, bro. Like in the last year and a half, so I'm gonna say New Leaf and Chameleon. No, both of them.
Man, Greenhouse, I think it's still my favorite, bro, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I feel
Um,
it. I feel it.
I'm going down the track list right now. Do I told you Do Re Mi, Never End
Yeah.
Carrying the Light, that was a jam right there. Out of Your Way might be that might be my favorite one. Do Re Mi's that might be my favorite one, Out of Your Way.
That's crazy.
Deja Vu, Break Up with 1K Few, I remember that one. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, Out of Your Way, bro, that one stands out. That one right there is probably my like, if I was gonna cut on a Teezy song in my car right now, I think it would be that one. Um, obviously, the ones that you're featured on, the King Jesus. I like the
Yeah.
song you and Bryson did, that All Yours. That I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that one's really underrated as far as his catalog goes. I don't think that one got the shine. Of course, like I said, I gravitate towards R&B records and, like,
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't have too many of them, but when he does, I like those. Um, when you've done a lot of features, is there an
Yeah.
artist that you haven't worked with yet that you would like to?
Um, trying to think. I think Madison Ryan Ward would be dope.
Oh, yeah.
I've said that before.
Yeah.
I think that would be dope. Tyrion, I just kind of like
Bro,
found out about her, but she's dope too. I don't know why I gravitate towards like the female artists because we always make better music.
you
I don't
do.
know. Sometimes
I get that.
I think it's just the voice textures. It just sounds like sonically it sounds good. When
Yes.
it comes to the Christian R&B stuff. But as
Yes.
far as a rapper, I would say Cray. I
Okay.
was trying to get Cray on Chameleon and it just didn't work out like right
Yeah.
now. But yeah, that's kinda one.
Terry,
Before I hang
I
up my
forgot to
my
mention
my
her.
hat and my coat, you know what I'm saying? Before I hang it up, I gotta get one of them features
I forgot about
just to
Terry,
say
and
I did.
that was the
Yeah.
one that I forgot to mention as far as when we were talking about R&B artists, 'cause, Nicole C. Mullen is, like,
Yeah.
my favorite, but when I heard Terry and the funny thing is she was on Ruslan's podcast, and, I
Word.
had never seen her before, and I thought she was real cool, like, the way she looked and everything was real cool. I was like, "Imma check her out," and
Yeah.
I played, what song was it? One of her big songs, and I was like, "Okay," and I just kept going and kept I was like, "Wow, this girl is like, she's,
Like she's tough.
incredible."
She's tough.
So I'm a big
Performer
advocate
too.
for Tyrion.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a
Yeah, she
big
could perform
advocate
too.
for her, bro. You
Yeah.
said you did work with her or not yet?
I haven't. I haven't
Okay,
worked with her. No.
that would
I
be
think that
fire.
would be dope though. Yeah.
What is an artist that you have heard right now that who you think's underrated? Like, it could be Christian rapper, Christian, singer, whatever, who's underrated, who hasn't got
This
that shine yet.
dude so this dude, well, he's got some, like, dope, collaborations that he's just done, but he had started submitting, some of his music when I go live and do my Teezy's 2 cents,
Mhm.
and this dude's name is Armando Blue.
Mondo Blue.
He's tough. Dude can like, he
So
sings, but I don't know how to put it in words, bro. He's definitely different, man. He's different. Refreshing almost, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I
uh,
would definitely shout out to Armando Blue for sure.
I just followed him right now.
Yeah, bro, check him out. He just did a song I think with John Keith
Yep, I see that.
and some other people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But just his sound, bro, is refreshing for sure.
That's what's up.
It's
Cool.
refreshing. Yeah.
If you were to give any advice to a new Christian artist, what would it be?
Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And all these things will be added. I say that every time I get that question because there's
Yeah.
so many people that have hit me up and like, yo, what could you tell me to do? What could you tell me to do? Cause I really want to make it big. I want to get signed by Reach Records.
Uh, Oh, man,
Seek
no,
ye
no, look
first.
that.
No, legit, legit. I just had that
Oh,
on my live the other day. Some dude was like, "Yo, I'm really trying to get the attention of Reach Rate," and they were not.
oh,
I'm gonna be a 1000% with you. They are not. They're not ready for the attention of Reach Records.
mm,
Like the
mhm,
song was not good. And
mhm,
and I never get on live and just bash people's song. Like I always try to find something good in there and like some kind of goal to like pull away from that, but then give them like the constructive criticism rather than just tearing them down. But I literally stayed on that for a minute,
yeah,
like literally telling me you got to seek the kingdom first. Seek God first. Don't seek after Reach Records approval or what man can give you. Like seek God, you know what I'm saying, for his approval, for his acceptance. And everything else will literally fall in place. You know what I'm saying? If you're meant to be signed by Reach Records, it'll happen. But in God's time, you can't force the thing, you can't force nothing, you can't rush it, you can't do anything. You gotta allow God to have his perfect work in you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
bro, I just had, like, 10 questions come to mind, but we're gonna have to do a part 2 because Imma keep him
Yeah,
for another 2 hours, man. That yeah, when you said that, I was like, I'm
yeah,
trying to bite my tongue. Uh,
yeah.
hey, but on that note, hey, thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned. Hey, go check out Mike Teezy's music, man. I'm telling you will not be sorry. Go check out his
Please.
content. He's
I
dropping daily content. He
yeah,
drops funny videos, dancing videos, all
all of it.
kinds of stuff, man. So, and motivational videos.
Yeah,
Every
yeah, all of it.
hey, but
Yes,
yay,
sir.
stay focused and God bless y'all.